I have a tiny head.
Rachel talks about you all the time. You've known her whole life.
Oh, not yet, sir.
Any psychotic ex-boyfriends I should be aware of?
Oh, you have no idea.
I'm sorry that I'm late. I'm glad to see that you all got started without me. Now, where is Harvey?
You know that day that you once told me about when Gotham would no longer need Batman? It's coming.
You can't ask me to wait for that.
It's happening now. Harvey is that hero. He locked up half of the city's criminals, and he did it without wearing a mask. Gotham needs a hero with a face.
You can throw a party, Wayne, I'll give you that. Thanks again. You mind if I borrow Rachel?
So, what was the subtext of that triangle scene?
The subtext, I don't know. I think the subtext was he was saying to her, I'm about to be done being Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah?
She's basically, she comes out to chastise him
Yeah.
for making fun of her boyfriend. He says, no, I meant it. And actually, it would mean that I would be free and we could be a thing.
Yeah.
And then Harvey Dent comes out and says, bitch, get off my lady.
Bruce Wayne being bitch.
Yeah, that was the subtext. And he does it in a polite way because I know you just gave me tons of money, but can you not be trying to steal my lady? Please, can I borrow you?
There was something, though, about the way that Aaron Eckhart did that, though. He didn't, I don't think at all felt that he felt threatened at all. It was like, hey, think you throw a hell of a party. Can I borrow Rachel for a second? It was like, it was not, I don't like her spending time around you. It seemed like he had really something to say to her. As opposed to the threatened guy that was like, could I borrow Rachel? Like, in a way that says, I'm threatened that she's hanging around with billionaire Bruce Wayne. He came out he was like, thanks a lot, man. Can I borrow Rachel for a minute? I don't know. I didn't get across. I didn't see that. I didn't see that at all. I didn't think he felt at all threatened by Wayne.
Of course he is. Of course he is. But because he knows that it's so obvious that Bruce Wayne is in love with her. You know what I mean? So you just don't let a billionaire playboy that's obviously... Look, the whole way he comes into the party, it's to impress her. You know what I mean? Being a jackass with like 3 chicks on your arm and a giant helicopter coming in late. And then all that's all like...
I don't think that's to impress her.
He's playing the role of
Yes,
Bruce Wayne.
that's what I think.
Who is in love with her, but he really is in love with her as Batman and Bruce Wayne.
Agree to disagree.
Big head, smart, small head.
Remember,
Not
he's
as smart.
like,
He does have something he wants to
when in
say to
Rome,
her.
yes. Well, agree to disagree. Never heard that before.
That's... Yeah, no, yes. Wait, what did he say? Ancient scholars have
maintained that the translation was lost years
Translation was lost years ago.
No, I think it means San Diego.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does.
No, she's like,
well,
no, it definitely does. It's
yeah.
like, well, agree to disagree.
I don't know. I did not get the sense at all.
Let's watch it again. Let's show them.
Okay.
You be the judge.
You be the judge. I didn't get that sense that he feels...
I know he's got something to tell her because I think it's after this he does pop a big question. But it's also because he gets that this is her ex. I mean, after Alfred saying all that.
Yeah,
you know.
but I don't know. I just didn't get that sense from him.
Look how he's holding in, like.
Well, let's just watch the whole thing then.
Face. Nothing else. It's happening.
You can't ask me to wait for that.
It's happening now. Harvey is that hero. He locked up half of the
And look,
city's
she's
criminals.
actually
He
getting a
didn't
little
wear a mask.
sucked into him. You know what I
Needs
mean?
the hero in the
To the
face.
dream, to the idea of that.
Throw a party away and I'll give you that.
But then he interrupts. Cock blocker.
Thanks again. You mind if I borrow Rachel?
See how he says that? He
Yeah.
says, thanks again. I'm being polite. You
yeah.
just throw a hell of a party. You're giving me a lot of money. Thanks again. Mind if I borrow Rachel? Like he recognizes that there's some stakes going on here that are not just he's nervous about him popping the question later on, but that this guy's going to F it up.
Here's the thing. I just feel like if he was really threatened, or I don't want to say threatened, but like felt like he needed to stand his ground there, that you're moving in on my lady, as you're saying that is the situation, he would have eyeballed him the whole time. I gotta tell you,
because
I don't know.
because
I don't see it.
again, they're sophisticated people. It's not like, it's all subtle. It's not, hey, dude, what? You know what I mean? He's not doing it like that. But he is like going, hey, I think I need to extricate her from this because this is her old best friend she grew up with, who clearly is in love with her, who has billions of dollars, and now he's going to fund me. And it seems like they're having a private conversation with my date. I mean, come on. There's got to be some like, can I? And plus, he doesn't just say, hey, how are you guys doing? Let's talk out here. Or he's like, can I borrow her can I get her out of this situation? Can I borrow her for a moment?
Okay, I'll say you're right. I'm just saying
No, you
I don't
have to
see
say
it.
I'm right.
I just don't see it.
You don't see it.
I don't see it.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Agree to disagree.
Because Batman's our hero.
Everybody knows I'm right.
Okay,
Every single
we'll say-
person
here's the
watching
thing.
this knows that I'm right.
Then I'll defer to you guys, Bob, and you being right.
It's a one guy. That's right.
But what I will
Bob!
say is that if he does give Bruce Wayne, if he stands up to Bruce Wayne in the way that you're saying that he's doing, meaning like doing that thing.
No,
not
he's
standing
scared
up.
of Bruce Wayne. He
No,
wants to.
But here's the thing.
Let's get her
The
out.
way that he does it, the reason I don't feel like he does that is because Bruce Wayne is, Batman's our antagonist or our protagonist. He's the guy that we're rooting for, and then all of a sudden, if Aaron Eckhart's character, what's his name, Harvey Dent,
Yeah.
if Harvey Dent
Two-Face.
is that way, it's so much easier to root for Batman. Which right now, I'm going, oh man, this is a good guy. He's not coming out feeling threatened.
Oh my God.
Come on, let's just go.
No, but listen. But that's why he's a good guy, because he's not being a dumbass and like going and bring up. He looks a little intimidated. Like, do you mind if I borrow her? Because I need to get my date out of the situation. Like he's a little threatened by Bruce
Okay,
Wayne.
I'll defer to that. You know more. I'm just telling you, I don't see it. I don't see it.
I see it.
Okay. You see more.
Do you date much?
No, it's true. I don't.
Oh no, I don't. Whatever. Maybe you all think he's right, and I'm wrong.
I don't know. I
Listen.
just don't see it.
That Joker card pinned
That's
to the
very
body.
freak.
Forensics found 3 sets of DNA.
Any matches?
All 3. The DNA belongs to Judge Cirillo, Harvey Dent, and Commissioner Loeb.
These are dangerous people, Judge.
Yeah, but you're not giving me an awful lot of information.
Even we don't know where you're going. Take the envelope, get in, open it. It'll tell you where you're headed.
You cannot leave me alone with these people.
The whole mob's out
See,
here.
right, even the very first line that he says was he just wanted to come get her to save him from having to be around these people. It didn't look like he was coming out there because, oh my gosh, billionaire Bruce Wayne's talking to my lady friend. And even the
you
way
realize you're making the case for surface acting. That like what he's saying is on the nose right now. That what he's saying is exactly what he means. And you know that that's not.
I'm just telling you,
No, that's
yeah,
not the
but
case with
that
good
seems to
acting or
me
good
that
writing.
what he's doing right now, though. All right, let's go on.
Yeah, compared to this, the mob doesn't scare me.
Gordon, you're unlikely to discover this for yourself, so...
The way I'm seeing it, it has depth, complexity, richness, more subtext, more things going on in the scene. The way you're seeing it, it's more boring. You're seeing less in it. I'm seeing more in it. More in it's always better.
Okay.
I like it when he gets angry. He truly gets hurt.
I just don't see
I want
it.
to talk about that judge. I want to let go of that for a
Okay,
second.
I just don't see it. That's
and
all.
talk about the judge again, because again,
She's like, you're not giving
very
me a lot
subtle.
of
But, no,
information.
but before that, she does. When she opens the door, she's like, as she's clearly, she gives an instant of behavior, someone who's doing something banal, that's every day, and who's being interrupted by something that's unusual, possibly causes. But again, it's so subtle, it's perfect, it's real, but it tells the story of her character and what's going on fully and exactly. I don't know her name, but I like her. And then, and the second one too, where she's like, it's the same thing, Okay, I get that there's some reason for concern, but you're not telling me anything.
Yeah.
I need more info. I'm a judge. I'm used to being in control and knowing stuff and being in on it. And then, of course, I'll wrap that up
Take
later.
my word. Police commissioner, there's a lot of threats. I found the appropriate response to these situations a long time ago.
Them gunning for you makes you see things clearly.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, it makes you think about things you couldn't stand losing. About who you want to spend the rest of your life with.
It's a pretty big commitment.
Well, not the mob has their way.
You have to explain to my wife.
So I will give you that. I know he's about to pop the question. I know that. So he's going to do that. Why he's choosing to do it at Bruce Wayne's thing after he gives him the thing, I don't know. But come on, if you're a human being, even though you're about to pop the question, you've got to see that the old best friend, and you see their body language, even if it's for an instant.
I'm not saying you're wrong about
that. There's a
the
connection
moment.
that is all right. All right.
I'm not saying you're wrong about the moment. What I'm saying is that I just don't see him playing that. I'd see him being more surface in that moment. I don't see what the depth that you're saying exists. I see him playing more of a surface
When he first
thing.
come out, it's in his look of like, there's a little look
okay.
of like concern of like, I'm not sure what's going on here, but
okay.
Can I?
I'm defaulting. I'm saying I didn't see it. That's all I'm saying. I didn't see that.
Well, thanks for taking up all this time.
I'm saying I don't see it. So, and Aaron Eckhart, that you'll never watch this. You're a good actor. I love and thank you for smoking. Thank you for not smoking. Whatever that. Thank you for
not
smoking.
smoking is great.
No, thank you for smoking is what it was called, because he was the pro smoking guy. It was called Thank You for Smoking, and he's always good. I think he's a college roommate of David Mamet. Or Neil Abute, I'm sorry. Neil Abute. He's
he's
a
been in a
college
bunch of
roommate.
those movies.
Yeah,
He's
and
excellent.
he's an excellent actor. I just think
Everything.
there he's not playing the depth that you're saying that he's playing. I don't see it. And he may be. I just don't see it.
There's a little word called subtlety.
Why late for dinner, Lieutenant?
Sir, the Joker card had traces of your DNA in it.
All right. Let's be serious then.
Okay.
What's your answer?
I don't have an answer.
How'd they get my DNA?
And see, she didn't have an answer because of BW.
And here's the
Out
thing.
on the balcony.
Here's the thing. If he would have just right there gave a look instead of looking down at the floor, if he would have looked like I was looking towards the outside where Bruce Wayne was just with you.
Bruce Wayne, he's picturing him down on the floor over to the right.
Fair enough.
That was a great moment too. The old man stir. He's the best. That moment is great.
With the wait.
Yeah, because you know how hard it is to be surprised.
To know that that's coming.
He knows it's coming.
Yeah,
It's
he
in the
knows it's
script.
coming. Yeah.
But to like really, and so he's doing an investigation. He's doing what we practice in exercises
All the time.
every single class.
That
You do. I don't anymore.
But the unanticipated moment.
Yeah.
Even though you know it's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows stupid knock's coming at the door, but you got to get lost in that independent activity and do it, and hopefully so that the knock actually surprises you.
Yes.
And that trains you for that moment where he's doing an activity. Look, he's doing that one scene. It's like his coverage.
Yeah.
And he's doing the thing of trying to figure out, they got your DNA from somewhere, blah, 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 like maybe, from a glide. Wait. And he gets surprised by it, and it's just because he sees what he's doing.
Yeah.
Works off it. Fantastic. Got to appreciate that kind of stuff.
Just tell me it's not Wayne.
They're doing what... And then he brings up Wayne.
Yeah, he brings up Wayne. But did you see that his head...
We're very sorry, Miss Gyllenhaal.
If you go back just a couple frames, watch Aaron Eckhart. His head turns before he actually... he knows that Wayne's coming up
he
behind him.
anticipates it?
Yeah, but watch how his head turns before Wayne.
Wait, let's watch this one again.
Okay.
This is great with Gary Oldman.
How'd they get my DNA?
Somebody with access to your office.
Activity. And
There's no answers, no.
Watch how his head turns right as soon as Wayne grabs him.
he says,
Wayne, the guy's a complete.
see, he says it's someone else, isn't it? And he says, just tell me it's not Wayne. The guy's a complete. So he saw that. He knows Wayne's a threat. He knows that the options are, if it's someone else, it might likely be what he sees as the DB Wayne.
I'm okay. I'm not saying you're wrong about anything. I'm saying...
Agree to disagree.
No, all I was saying was I don't see Aaron Eckhart playing that.
Yeah, he is.
I just didn't see it.
He's doing it subtly because, again, the director showing us the story, we're feeling it. We would feel how that, whatever we'd feel in that situation anyway. We lend a lot of our feelings to it, and so it doesn't have to be big or over the top. It can be super subtle. Wait, so you said he anticipated there? I didn't see that.
His head just
You're
turns.
really ragging on Eckhart today, man. You need to back off. Dude is great.
Hey, let me just say this. I have one word for you. The core. Sorry, Aaron.
What? He was probably good in that.
No, the movie's terrible.
Oh.
He's good, but the movie's terrible.
Well, we can't help that.
Yeah.
Just tell me it's not Wayne.
Watch how it's... Do you see how, you see it, right?
No.
In the instant, his eyes roll back in his head before Wayne even chokes him. His eyes roll back in his head, before he even gets... Look, it's a quick stunt.
Right.
It's not... and look, they're actors.
I
They're
think
not
we're coming
stunt
down to
people.
the core of you and me here, which is that I
I
the
hate
positive.
Aaron Eckhart, and you
No.
love it.
I see, I give the benefit of the doubt to the best choice, and you see everything negative.
Perhaps.
Half empty, half full.
Perhaps.
Acting is hard.
It's
Making
not
movies
easy.
is hard.
Look.
Making TV shows like Barry, brilliant, genius show, is hard.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Up.
It's up.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah! Woo!
Okay. So let's wrap this thing up.
You know what he is? He's like a really awesome dad. You don't have any experience with that.
I don't.
But sometimes it's tough, man. You gotta behind the scenes.
Take one for the team.
Take one for the team. Keep everybody protected. And make sure that even if they don't know it, even if they see you as not being the, giving them what they want and stuff, that you're making sure that they're gonna be okay and get better. I like to just take all big movies and make them about me.
So let's wrap this up real quick, because I want to get back to
I don't want to have that argument again about this performance. Is that what you're gonna talk about?
Yeah,
Harvey Dent.
all I was going to say was just why as an actor you could make that choice to play, as you said, something not subtext, play it on the nose.
Okay.
How as an actor
You're going to try and justify that?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So what I did, as I told you in a text message, right? That if you watch,
yes, he actually, in between our shooting, he's texting me and going, I said, look, let's not, we don't need, come on, we disagree, agree to disagree. And he's like texting me 11 o'clock at night, long paragraphs.
That was
and
actually
going,
7 o'clock in the morning.
Whatever. He's going, oh, blah, 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 here's why, and blah, blah. And I checked with my friends, and blah, blah, blah.
I didn't check with my friends.
And you told to Charles. You said Charles, and you said I had Charles watch it, and then he thought this, and I thought this, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, you're like obsessed. You're obsessed with things of just a simple disagreement over something. You really have a deep-seated need to be right.
It's got nothing to do with right. I'm trying to help our actors out there.
Okay.
How?
I'll
so you can just listen. So here's your argument was that that was a bad choice as an actor to play what you're saying is what you really mean. That's what you said.
In that particular situation, when he knows it's the ex-boyfriend, playboy billionaire, old best friend, if a human being doesn't have some inkling
you said you were going to
being
let me
threatened,
make my point. So I went back
you just tried to, you put some words in my mouth. You just said, "Here's what you're saying."
That's
right?
what
and
you
I had
said.
I had to qualify in this particular scene. Go on.
So you think that that's the only scene that he didn't play subtext, or that he played subtext?
I'm not prepared to go through all the scenes that he played.
Okay.
And say,
So I went back and revisited all the scenes up until that point, and
you have no life. Oh my God! I'm sorry. Go on. Yeah.
So, anyways, and it even struck me right there at the end when he flipped the coin right there and said, "Go ahead, Gordon, lie to him." Talking to his son, lie to him like I had to lie to Rachel.
Yeah.
If you go back and rewatch Aaron Eckhart's performance of up until he actually shifts and he steals the crazy guy at the shooting where the Joker tries to shoot Gordon, right? Up until that point, he plays no subtext. Everything that he says is what he means. And then he doesn't quote unquote lie until he takes that guy and starts his descent down into that which he despises the most. And from that point on, he begins to lie. He begins to not tell the truth. So I don't think it's a bad choice as an actor to go, "Oh, I'm not going to play subtext," that he's making a wrong choice as an actor. I think he purposely chose to show that here's me. I am going to be the guy that means exactly what I say until I don't.
You're talking about two different things, dude. You're talking about playing subtext, which every human being in the world does. You're talking about playing a good guy versus a bad guy. You're talking about playing a guy who is sincere versus a guy who's insincere. He's very sincere, but that doesn't make him stupid. That's all I'm saying. It would be a character choice that he would be incredibly ignorant of basic human circumstances if he were to have no I'd just like to talk to you. I would just like, can I just talk to you? I don't mean it because he doesn't, or can I borrow her for a minute? But then even if he is big on the nose, his very next scene with her, he says, if it's me, he proposes to her, he makes a move to like get some assurance, put a ring on it. And she is like, no, I can't. I'm not sure. And he's like, is it someone else? Please tell me it's just not him, because that guy is a... So he's telling you right there on the nose how he feels about him. Well, that's there in the scene before. Like when you do script analysis, you go to the end and then you go back to the beginning. So yeah, he might be making a choice half and half. I agree with that. You're right about being a more sincere, a more idealistic guy that sees the good in everybody and doesn't believe anyone would betray them, or betray him or be dishonest or do whatever. Agreed. But then in the second half, he does the other thing. But that doesn't mean that he can't play, or he shouldn't be playing, the basic human circumstances of any human being in that situation, which is one scene later to go, okay, that my, I'm out of my element. There's this billionaire best friend of the woman I love, and who likely has feelings for her because they're still best friends. He comes up with models and stuff to make a show for her. And then he's having this big party. He says a nice thing about me. He's going to raise money. He goes out on the balcony. She goes out to talk to him. And they're having some kind of really strong friend conversation. And he comes out. He doesn't let that play out. He doesn't let it end naturally. And then she comes back in, and then he starts talk. He wants to propose to her and make a thing. He goes out onto the balcony and asks to speak with her. He interrupts and then brings her back in to propose to her. And then she turns him down. And then he says, why? Is it someone else, not him? There's no way that under the circumstances he could be coming out to just completely ignorant or innocent of that situation go, it's just the time that I was planning on proposing to you. So can I please speak with you? And there's nothing else under that. That
Bob,
makes no sense.
I'm going to say, Bob, you get to be the arbiter of this. You watch back and see what Aaron Eckhart plays and see if you
let's
see...
call him Charlie. Because apparently it's only Charlie that
you
likes
see if he's playing all of this subtext that this guy's claiming.
Not all of that.
You
just
are.
The basic human situation that if you're
he's wrong.
The
And
girl
when I
you
have
love
Mr.
is
Eckhart,
speaking with her oldest best friend who's a playboy billionaire, and you want to ask your girl to marry you, and you go and interrupt the conversation to get her to pull her away now, that there's nothing else occurring in your mind, but I just want to speak to you. I'm oblivious to the fact of everything I just said. I'm oblivious to it. That's your argument. That he's a moron if he's oblivious to that.
Mr. Eckhart?
You didn't play a moron, Mr. Eckhart. He's doing you disrespect.
I'm not.
I'm
going to talk to you. One day we're going to cross paths, and I'm going to tell you that this guy is wrong. He doesn't come out there because he's trying to interrupt.
I'm walking off.
You think that he's
I'm
coming out there
pulling
to
Robert Downey Jr. and I'm walking off the set on you.
So, how did you enjoy your time in jail for that drug bust out in Palm Springs? Why would you ask that? You see?
Why would you say? You seem like a pretty cool guy, but I don't know what you're doing here.
All right, we'll see you next time. It's good.
Mothers. We did let him run with the companies briefly, but he didn't do very well at it. Oh, he was Minister of Charities now.
I don't want to miss this part.